Well, it certainly smells good. Everybody's excited about that. Everyone's excited about our guest, Heather. Lucy, tell us about Heather and how she came to be on the show this morning.
Well, we had our second recipe contest on Facebook this year, and Heather was our winner. So she submitted an awesome recipe that I can't wait to try.
Oh, they're so good.
Yes, apple pie cookies.
Yep. You're going to love them.
All right, so can't wait to get started on that. But first, Heather, I understand that you watch a little Studio 10 as well.
Of course.
Well, thank you so much for watching our show.
Thank you. I love Chelsea. I love you, Joe. And every Wednesday, of course, I have to watch Lucy. But I am upset that Michael White isn't here. I wanted to meet him so badly. But,
Well, you know, we can send him a special note, of course. Yeah, Michael and Chastity. We're excited to have you here. And it looks like this is a great dish. How did you hear about Lucy's contest in the first place?
Oh, Facebook.
You saw it on Facebook?
Yeah, and I follow her because I like to see what else she's cooking or all the other recipes she puts up. So.
Now, someone like you, I'm sure you have many good recipes. How did you settle on the apple pie cookies?
Apple pie, I find it so Thanksgiving-ish, or I don't know what to say, but it's this time of year I love to bake, and I love to bake lots of cookies and bake and share. So anything I can make or try something new, I like to do that. But this one I've been making for a few years now. It's just so good.
Well, and it sounds good, it smells good, it looks delicious. Now, tell the folks, what are the steps to make the apple pie cookies? I see you've got some of the ingredients laid out. Let's start with that. What are the ingredients for this dish today?
1.5 cups of butter, or 1.5 sticks, excuse me.
Okay.
Brown sugar, we have 3/4 of a cup.
Add that.
Yep. And 1/4 of a cup of white sugar, and we mix those together.
Mixing the dry ingredients together first.
Those are the wet ingredients.
The wet ingredients.
Yep.
Well, you know, I'm not an expert baker. That's not my. Get me on a grill and I can help out with that. All right, so we got those going right there. Lucy, tell us a little bit more about why you were captivated by this dish in particular.
What we love is so fun. I mean, doing the recipe contest, it's so fun to see what people submit and the stories they submit. And there's so many great things, and it was a tough decision, but I'd just never seen a recipe quite like this before, and it was just unique. And I thought that all the viewers would really enjoy it too, because I like to share recipes that aren't too difficult to make and that are just, you know, pretty easy to get done. And this one kind of just fit the bill for that, not to mention it was just so unique. So she added an egg to that, and now she's adding a couple of teaspoons of vanilla.
Now, you said this was Thanksgiving-ish, I think was your term, but this to me is holiday-ish. This is something that would be great to make around Christmas time with all the family and friends coming over.
Oh, absolutely.
As well.
Yep.
Absolutely. They're great for a snack or a coffee break or
I don't think
or
there's
breakfast.
any wrong time for apple
There's
pie
no
cookies.
wrong time for cookies. No wrong time at all.
Well, this all sounds and looks so good. Lucy, what are you doing over here?
Okay, so now I'm getting together the dry ingredients. So I started with 2 cups of flour and added a tablespoon of cornstarch, also 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, as well as salt.
Okay.
We're just going to whisk these together a little bit, and then we're just going to add this to the
Wet ingredients.
wet ingredients. I'm glad we have an assistant on here. And the last thing that we'll do is add our apple pie filling. So we just got 1 can of apple pie filling, and it comes, you know, kind of big pieces of apple. And so we used a cup of it, and Heather had a great tip. You just use some clean kitchen scissors and you cut them up. So that was super easy. So I just cut those up, and once we get all this worked in, then we'll add the apples.
And what are we going to do in our next step here, ladies?
Okay, the next step, we'll get it all finished and combined, and then we're going to put the cookies out on here, get them ready for the oven, and make our icing.
Dry, wet, what I don't care about, I like to eat. And that's what we're working toward. Can't wait to try these cookies out in the kitchen. We are so excited to have you here. Congrats
so
on winning
much.
the contest. We'll check back in just a little bit.